My boyfriend and I are in a long-distance relationship. He's exceptionally good-looking while I'm average with a slightly curvy figure. Despite people's comments, we video chat daily, indulging in silly little rituals that others might find ridiculous. To surprise him, I saved up for a plane ticket to the UK. That night, I waited outside his apartment until midnight. My heart sank when I saw him walking home laughing with a radiant, beautiful girl. His smile froze when he noticed me, hastily dropping her hand. "It's not what you think," Ethan blurted, hurriedly draping his jacket over my shivering shoulders. "Why didn't you call when you landed? This isn't like back home, it's not safe here." I withdrew my frostbitten hand from his grip. "I did call." My voice sounded hollow. Someone else answered. Under Ethan's puzzled gaze, Luna stepped forward. "My bad, Ethan. I answered when you were discussing the project. I told her to call back later. But then my phone died." Luna flashed an apologetic smile that could melt glaciers. She was the kind of beauty that stops traffic, her effortless charm making her instantly likable. Standing beside Ethan, they looked like a magazine cover couple. Luna adjusted the jacket collar around me with practiced ease. "Don't be mad at Ethan. This is totally my fault. You're okay, right?" When I nodded mutely, she shot Ethan a playful glance. "You better hope she's fine, or my fan club will come after you." Ethan chuckled. "Like anyone would dare mess with you." Turning to me, he added, "Ivy, meet Luna." "Luna. This is my girlfriend Ivy." "Beautiful name." Luna smiled, her warmth matching the sunshine in her demeanor. My stomach twisted as they walked upstairs together. "You live here?" I managed. "Ethan's being overprotective." Luna laughed, nudging him. "Some sketchy guys moved into my old building. He insists this place is safer." Her eyes sparkled with mischief. "Though I'm not convinced men are any less dangerous here. Right, Ivy?" Ethan's room held familiar items we'd chosen together during video calls. As he added pillows to the bed, he said, "You shouldn't have come alone. I was about to finish my year here anyway." His tone carried that old patronizing edge, still seeing me as the bookish girl who'd never traveled. "I guess my timing's off," I murmured, not mentioning the 7 frozen hours I'd spent waiting, nor how his intertwined fingers with Luna had numbed me more than the cold. The travel guides in my bag now felt like cruel jokes. The signs had been there. After Ethan joined this project a month ago, our daily video rituals became excuses and missed calls. Even when he'd suddenly developed academic interests that didn't fit him, I'd clung to denial. "You know I didn't mean it like that," Ethan murmured, nuzzling my neck with familiar intimacy. "This project's been draining. I've neglected you, Ivy." I escaped to the shower, his touch suddenly unbearable. The citrus shampoo scent we picked out together now smelled cloying. After turning off the lights post-shower, Ethan wrapped his arm around my waist, his voice husky. "Ivy, I've missed you so much." "Ethan, I'm on my period." He paused mid-motion, withdrawing his hand like someone had doused his enthusiasm. His phone screen lit up with an incoming notification. Without hesitation, Ethan flipped the lights back on and settled at his desk, booting up his laptop. "Get some sleep. I need to review the project files." I watched him open the documents without making a single edit. Yet he snapped multiple photos of the screen. Over the next minute, he checked his phone obsessively, a persistent grin playing on his lips. Only after 30 minutes did he suddenly remember my presence, swiveling his chair to apologize. "Sorry, Ivy. There's a last-minute revision. You know how hectic this project has been, it's not really your area anyway." "Oh." And don't let Luna's gentle demeanor fool you. During debates, she's ferocious, shut down the opposing team with flawless English. Even us guys were impressed. His tone brimmed with unmistakable pride. Ethan, you seem to know her well. I kept my voice neutral. But he bristled instantly. Ivy, please don't start this. My semester abroad has been exhausting enough. You're finally here, let's not ruin it. Ethan had been the heartthrob since middle school, drowning in pink love letters and admirers. Academically average but charismatic. He excelled in sports, gaming, and lighting up any room. Meanwhile, our closeness made me the perpetual subject of gossip. His radiance only magnified my ordinariness. Yet he never cared, insisting on walking me to school, hanging out weekends, and surprising me with gifts whenever I felt down. When I tried distancing myself in high school, he panicked. He publicly declared to every confessing girl, "I'm taken by Ivy." That was the first time I'd heard him say it aloud. What's wrong with her? She's kind. Gets straight A's. Sings like an angel. He listed my virtues before asking, "Will you be my girlfriend?" I said yes, because I'd loved him all along. But the whispers didn't stop. In our world of teenage priorities, looks trumped grades or character. Our relationship photos went viral, flooded with comments ridiculing my plain face and unremarkable body, claiming I embarrassed him. Someone even photoshopped my face onto the school beauty queen's photo, captioning it, "Now this makes sense." Ethan always fought harder than I did, confronting trolls, insisting I was 10 times prettier in his eyes. To soothe my insecurities, he'd shower me with flowers and daily compliments. I spent hours mastering makeup tutorials and fashion hacks, only to watch my grades plummet. He wiped off my smudged eyeliner once, murmuring, "Ivy, I love you as you are." We clung to each other through 3 years of scrutiny. Then came college applications. He underperformed, shipped off abroad by his family, while I aced into a top-tier university. At the airport, I sobbed uncontrollably. He held me, whispering, "Sweetheart, you're the catch here. If anyone should worry, it's me. We'll video call daily, it's just 1 year. I'll come straight back to you." His thumb brushed away my tears. "Promise? Promise." To reassure me, Ethan introduced me to his family, solidifying our relationship. I thought this dual security would sustain us through the year apart. But I underestimated time zones, distance, and overestimated love. As Ethan closed his laptop, shattering glass erupted next door. He bolted out. I caught him, steadying my voice, "Where are you going so late?" "Something's wrong with Luna. I need to check." Pathetic how he sprinted for her without even a phone call. 2 hours passed. His phone remained charging. When I accidentally activated the screen, Luna's beaming face filled the lock screen, Disneyland fireworks framing her smile. I recognized the scene from Ethan's social media post captioned our special reunion spot. He'd once promised to visit my dream amusement park, making me feel unique. Turns out I wasn't. My fingers moved autonomously, inputting our anniversary date, still his passcode. His messages revealed a new top chat, Luna. Scrolling up exposed their constant exchanges, shared meals, campus gossip, care packages, weekend getaways. The intimacy I'd lost. Beneath Disneyland photos I'd never seen. A comment stabbed, "When are you two making it official?" "Ethan?" I snapped the phone shut. Where does one go after crossing oceans to this? At 3 a.m. Ethan returned contrite. "Ivy, I should have been here. But Luna needed." What happened? Minor burn from broken thermos. 3 hours for a band-aid wound. His defensiveness flared. "You'd like Luna if you tried. She's tired." 14 flight hours plus 7 waiting drained me beyond anger. Next morning, Ethan bounced with itinerary plans. "Took leave to show you everything." He tugged me up, referencing virtual date promises. My girlfriend deserves the full tour. I didn't tell him I'd already booked my return flight early that morning while he was still asleep. Ethan insisted on taking me out, calling it making up for last night. I agreed. We picked a few spots near the commercial district. Every store he chose was a high-end luxury boutique with celebrity clientele. He seemed far more invested in this than I was. I never shopped at these places. Though Ethan had come out with me, he kept checking his phone in every store. Only when he noticed me standing awkwardly did he offer. Like an afterthought, these are all famous British brands. Pick something you like, my treat. I asked. Since when do you care about this stuff? He used to barely recognize basic makeup terms, let alone curate a luxury shopping itinerary for dates. Luna mentioned girls love these things. Honestly, you don't own any decent jewelry. He finally put his phone down, selected a necklace, and headed straight to checkout. Confused, I pressed, "What's that for?" He answered reflexively, "Luna's birthday is coming up. She's wanted this forever. Saves me the headache of picking gifts." I smiled. "Since you're done shopping, can we leave now?" Ethan tensed. "Ivy, I came here for you. Choose something, anything." I grabbed a random piece from the counter. "This." Then. He grimaced. "Pick another. I just bought that one for Luna." "What's the issue?" I tilted my head. "Can't we wear matching necklaces?" "Stop being difficult." His voice tightened. "I'm trying to spare you. If you two wear the same piece, people will compare you. Do you really want that scrutiny?" Translation, on Luna, it's elegance. On me, it's desperation. I said nothing. Years ago, I'd starved myself, hidden behind oversized hoodies and surgical masks, flinching at every camera. Ethan had built me up then, whispering that I deserved beautiful things, that my worth wasn't tied to my reflection. We'd weathered cruel memes and vicious comments together. Even our most mundane couple photos weaponized against me. He knew exactly which words could shatter me. Now, hearing them from his lips, I blinked hard, refusing to cry. Ethan raked a hand through his hair. "Bought the necklace anyway." "Ivy." "I didn't mean." He fastened it around my neck. Then Luna appeared in the doorway. A handsome guy at her side, someone who could have been Ethan's twin in looks and stature. Ethan froze. When Luna saw the necklace, tears spilled down her porcelain cheeks. Her companion pulled her close, shooting daggers at us. I watched Ethan's fists clench. 1 second. 2. He bolted after her the moment she turned to leave. Calmly, I removed the necklace and asked the clerk, "Can I return this?" The salesgirl hesitated. "Technically, yes, but miss?" She met my eyes. "You looked radiant in it. These expensive trinkets? They don't elevate you, you elevate them. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Kindness from strangers can shatter a person's emotional defenses more effectively than anything else." "Thanks. But please help me return it." I stood holding the money with nowhere to go. Unfamiliar with this city. Ethan's phone kept going to voicemail. My luggage remained at Ethan's apartment, forcing me to retrace my steps. Without keys, I sat on the cold concrete steps outside, waiting until my phone battery dwindled to 10%. Suddenly Ethan called. Background noise pulsing with bass-heavy music. "Sorry, Ivy. Can you wander around a bit longer? I'm tied up here. My luggage is at your place and my phone's dying." I insisted through gritted teeth. After prolonged silence, he relented. "All right, Ivy. I'll send an address. Come get the keys." The GPS led me to a neon-lit bar downtown. Upon mentioning Ethan's name, a bouncer escorted me to VIP section. Thick smoke and whiskey fumes assaulted me upon entering. Through the haze, I spotted Ethan lounging between two blondes. "Keys," I demanded. palm outstretched. A guy in distressed leather jacket eyed me. Your cousin? Ethan avoided my gaze, fingers drumming his whiskey glass. 3 torturous heartbeats passed. My girlfriend. The familiar venomous stares crawled over me, carbon copies of every judgmental look I'd endured since high school. Dude. You're into this? Leather jacket snorted. Others chimed in. Thought you were with Luna. Everyone knows she's into you. Ethan stared at his drink. Luna's got admirers lining up. Why'd she need me? Open your eyes. Harper. Someone slammed a bottle down. Hurt her and you'll answer to me. We broke up. I cut through the chatter. He's free to chase Luna now. Snatching the keys from the table. I turned sharply. Congratulatory whoops followed me out. Finally dumped the ogre. When's the Luna announcement? Numbness settled over me like second skin. Back at the apartment. I'd barely zipped my suitcase when my advisor called. Ivy. Are you still in the UK? Cancel your flight. We're collaborating with T University. Handle the exchange. Expenses covered. My throat tightened. T University? Ethan and Luna's alma mater. Problem? Logan asked. No. Your senior Logan's in Manchester. He'll assist you. A new contact appeared instantly. Logan, hi. Professor Chin informed me. Current situation? After explaining, Logan responded, stay at the secure location near campus. Far from problematic neighborhoods. Before I could reply, another message popped up. Actually, share your address. I'll pick you up. Shouldn't leave first time travelers waiting. Okay. I typed. Hauling luggage downstairs. The evening breeze carried cigarette smoke from a passing couple's laughter. I watched taxis blur past until headlights illuminated my waiting figure, a silver SUV slowing to a stop. At that moment, Ethan rushed back. Seeing me, he immediately launched into accusations. What's your problem now? What kind of tantrum are you throwing this time? I pushed him away, staring into the distance. Exactly what I said. Breaking up out of nowhere? You flew all the way from China because you were head over heels for me. What's this act about? I already told everyone you're my girlfriend. He grabbed my arm. I clenched my fists. The winter wind cutting through my bones. A bitter laugh escaped me. Was acknowledging me as your girlfriend some grand favor? Should I be grateful? Ethan opened his mouth but found no retort. I'm tired. Ethan. After all this time. I'm just exhausted. His expression hardened. Fine. But you'll have to explain it to my parents. Since the Harpers learned about us, they've been more invested than their son in keeping this relationship alive. With your gorgeous new girlfriend around, they'll be thrilled. I shrugged. My parents hate me dating pretty girls. He snapped. I smiled without responding. Sensing my resolve, he demanded, you're really doing this? Think carefully in this looks-obsessed world. Who else would want you? I studied his face. Now foreign to me. Ethan, do you even remember why you liked me in the first place? Silence. Of course you don't. If you did, we wouldn't be here. Our memories had blurred like old photographs. The reasons for our beginning lost to time. Headlights sliced through the darkness as a Mercedes screeched to a halt nearby. Luna came running, chest heaving. Ethan, you left dinner so suddenly. I got worried. I snorted. Joined at the hip. Aren't we? Tears welled in Luna's eyes as she bowed dramatically. If I caused your breakup, I'm sorry. But please don't punish Ethan like this. It hurts him too. Her martyr act made me the villain. True to form, Ethan shielded her. You did nothing wrong. There's nothing between us. Luna, maybe when you visited me last week. Luna hesitated. Did Ivy see your phone? That must be why she's acting out. Ethan's eyes narrowed at me. You went through my phone? No point denying it. Quite the page turner. How dare you invade my privacy? And if you read everything, you know Luna and I are completely platonic. His voice rose. She's a respectable girl, why would you slander her like this? Slander? I exploded. What exactly did I say since you came back holding her hand? His automatic defense of her revealed everything. Luna sniffled. Just because I'm pretty doesn't mean you can take your insecurities out on me. The Mercedes horn blared for 5 deafening seconds. As Ethan comforted Luna, the driver emerged, a man in a tailored suit who ignored Luna's hair, flipping to approach me. Ivy? He inclined his head. Logan. Pleasure to meet you. I blinked in recognition. Hello. Logan. Logan naturally took the suitcase from my hands. Let's go. Get in the car. The vehicle sped away. Remembering Luna's hesitant expression earlier, I suddenly felt a sense of vindication. Logan glanced at the rearview mirror and shook his head regretfully. They spoke to you like that. Yet you still treated them politely. Maybe you're born to be a doormat. His knuckles whitened on the steering wheel. That inferiority complex ingrained in your bones won't change easily. Girls should learn a few curse words instead of always being so obedient. He paused, contradicting himself. Never mind. The old man would kill me for corrupting you. Just be yourself, you're fine as you are now. Did your advisor send you the materials? Prepare well these 2 days. You'll be substituting for him during the presentation at T University. Their project teams happen to specialize in this field too. The university wants you to review their reports and provide guidance. Me? Give guidance? My fingers tightened around the seatbelt. Logan ruffled my hair. Relax. I skimmed their proposals, full of holes. Just pick a few obvious flaws to comment on. During the following days of intense preparation, Ethan's parents unexpectedly called. They'd somehow learned about our breakup. Ivy dear, did you and Ethan have a fight? You know how impulsive that boy is. Please be patient with him. We've broken up. I stated calmly. We're adults who made this decision after careful consideration. But we know our son still cares for you. You endured 3 years of long-distance relationship. Didn't you go abroad because you wanted to be with him? What I felt before is gone. Please don't try to change my mind. Minutes after hanging up, an unknown number flashed on my screen. Ivy, what did you tell my parents? You're the one who wanted to split. Why drag Luna into this? I disconnected mid-rant and blocked the number without hesitation. After this presentation, I could finally return home and close this chapter completely. The night before the T University event, Logan sent over student proposals including Ethan and Luna's team project. My laughter echoed through the empty apartment as I reviewed it. So this was the groundbreaking work he'd been too busy to discuss? The auditorium buzzed with activity. While adjusting my presentation backstage with the faculty coordinator, I spotted Ethan and Luna waiting to upload their files. Our eyes met. Ethan abruptly released Luna's hand, his mouth opening then closing without words. I walked past them to the computer. Their argument erupted nearby. Can't even copy a file properly? Luna snapped. This is why we shouldn't have. The bickering continued until staff intervened. I slipped out to the hallway for air. Talk about awkward encounters. Logan materialized beside me, peering at the commotion through the glass doors. Nervous? I frowned. How did their proposal even get approved? Beats me. He shrugged. The presentation began with my introduction. Luna's eyebrows shot up when I took the podium. That familiar disdain flashing across her face, the same condescending look I'd endured for years. Ivy? A professor beside Luna inquired. You two know each other? This young woman's exceptionally capable, trained under the leading expert in this field. You should learn from her if you're serious about this research direction. Ethan's teammate snorted. That's his ex. The words carried clearly through the microphone I still held. The professor looked surprised. You had such an exceptional ex-girlfriend? She dumped you? Actually, he was the one who ended it. What a pity! Ethan kept staring at me with complicated emotions, his gaze lingering. I pretended not to notice and calmly presented our team's latest research findings, earning enthusiastic applause. I've long heard Professor Chen has an outstanding student. You certainly live up to the reputation. The approving murmurs followed me as I took my seat at the judges' panel. Ethan's team presentation went disastrously wrong. All 3 members appeared disheveled, made over 10 factual errors, and their sloppy slides looked last minute. Luna stood frozen on stage as criticism erupted. Who'd expect such a beauty to deliver this garbage? Looks can be deceiving. Probably too busy dating to work. When my turn came, I stated coldly, your team failed basic preparation. Before discussing substance, you should master fundamental formatting. The content lacks rigor. Luna's cheeks burned crimson, her usual arrogance replaced by shame. Logan whispered, I heard she was 2 timing teammates for first authorship. Your ex probably got played too. Remember that British professor we saw her with? Turns out he's married. As he rambled about Luna's looks, I snapped, you're being noisy. Since when do you lecture your senior? He retorted. After declining dinner invitations, I headed home. Ethan chased me outside. Hair wind tousled. Ivy, you ignored my calls. Is there something you need? I asked distantly. His voice cracked. Are you still angry? When I shook my head, hope lit his face. Ivy, Luna and I never dated. Can we? No. Noticing Logan, Ethan sneered, of course. You've already replaced me. Was visiting me just an act? By the way, Logan, Ivy's been on her period all week. Must have been inconvenient. I didn't hesitate to slap him across the face. He said sternly, wipe your mouth before you speak. After that day, the legal wife of the professor Luna had been hooking up with came to campus. In front of everyone, she presented evidence photo after photo of their inappropriate relationship. Luna knelt begging for mercy, pleading with Ethan, her ex-boyfriend, and the professor. No one could save her. The university publicly disciplined Luna for misconduct, eventually expelling her amidst widespread condemnation. Meanwhile, T-University revoked Ethan's research project authorization. Endless criticism rained down on them. The admiration they'd once received as a couple had curdled into utter disgust. The scandal spread like wildfire through international student circles. Under constant verbal attacks, Ethan chose to withdraw and return home. The day he left, he came to me again, exhausted. The sunny handsomeness of his youth long faded. Ivy, you asked why I loved you? I never forgot. I remember how you always stood up for me, smoothing things over with my parents, defending me to teachers. You wore down my resistance bit by bit. I've always remembered your kindness. Ivy. Back then, loving someone felt so pure. During his rebellious phase after family turmoil, he kept breaking school rules. I pleaded with teachers and his parents to give him more chances, insisting he had potential. Back when all adults adored obedient kids like me, they'd soften at my requests and pardon Ethan. They warned me to stay away from troublemakers like him. It was the first time I'd disobeyed adults, stubbornly remaining by his side. When he realized I could handle authority figures, he started sticking with me. We stayed inseparable through high school, me getting in on merit, him through connections. The closer we grew, the more trouble came. But youthful love made me fearless against gossip. Now, that affection had truly died. A girl glanced at Ethan with practiced ease. Tell me if anything upsets you, or Ethan will skin me alive. I simply nodded at his speech. Let's not meet again. Logan watched from upstairs and sighed. He's trying to win back the accomplished woman you've become. Remembering our past? I asked. Do attractive people get to work less hard? Everyone has strengths, looks, intellect. But as time passes, ability outweighs appearance. Our energy is finite. Cultivating expertise brings better returns than chasing beauty. Later, I truly overcame insecurity, not through empty compliments, but by earning respect through steady growth. People stopped attacking my looks, describing me as knowledgeable, sharp, exceptional. Gazing at the horizon, I smiled. I deserved better. Better love. Better future.